Look closely at this brutal truth: you are a slave. Not to a whip, but to the comfort and impulses that ruin your potential every day. Society is weakening you with cheap rewards and instant hits of dopamine. You think you are safe. You are only rotting inside your comfort zone. Let us get brutally honest: you are not in control. If you cannot master your mind today, your destiny will be written by someone else entirely. Every time you choose the easy path, a part of your spirit dies. You are trading your future greatness for a moment of pathetic, temporary ease. Look at the man in the mirrors. Is he a warrior, or just a ghost of the person he was actually supposed to become one day? You are currently like a dry leaf, blown aimlessly by the winds of opinion and your own weak emotions. You have no center, no gravity. But you were meant to be the mountains. Immovable, silent, and strong against the lightning. It is time to declare war on your own inner weakness. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The war for your soul begins in the silence of your own mind right this second. The clock is ticking toward your extinction. Will you die as a coward who sought comfort, or as a king who mastered his own heart? Prepare yourself for the psychological battle. We are going to strip away your illusions and rebuild your will with the 7 laws of iron discipline. Wake up. The era of your weakness ends now. Let us descend into the forge and see if you have the courage to become steel. Discipline 1, Amorphati, love your fate. Stop complaining like a child about things you cannot change. The river does not argue with the rocks. It finds a way over or around them. Whatever happens to you is the fuel for your growth. Accept it, then use it to move forward. If you lose your job, if you lose a friend, if you fail, do not cry. Say good and find the lesson hidden in the pain. Transformation is the only constant. A Stoic does not wish for reality to be different. He masters himself to be superior to any reality encountered. Embrace the struggle. The obstacle is not in your way, the obstacle is the way. Love the fire that burns away your useless, dead wood. Discipline 2, the rule of 5 seconds. When your emotions surge, you must stop. Be like a mirror in a deep, dark, and silent forest. The mirror reflects the tiger's rage, but it does not feel the rage itself. It remains cold, flat, and objective. It does not change state. When someone insults you or fear grips your chest, count to 5. In those 5 seconds, separate your soul from the chaotic noise of emotion. Control your breathing, control your pulse. If you react instantly, you have already lost the battle. Silence is the ultimate weapon of the wise. Return to your center. Nothing external has the power to disturb your inner peace unless you give it permission to do so. Refuse permission. Train your mind to be a fortress. An inner citadel that no army can breach. Your stillness is your strength in a world of loud noise. Discipline 3, voluntary hardship. If you do not practice suffering in times of peace, you will surely break when the real storm finally arrives. Take the cold shower, fast for a day. Sleep on the floor, seek out the discomfort that everyone else is running away from today. Physical pain is a teacher. It tells you where your limits are, and then it shows you how to push right past them with will. Do the hardest task when you feel the most tired. Kill the part of you that begs for mercy. Only the disciplined are truly free. Luxury is a slow poison. It makes you soft, lazy, and vulnerable. Break your dependence on pleasure before it becomes a chain around your neck. The warrior trains in the rain so he does not bleed in the sun. Discipline is the bridge between goals and your ultimate human achievement. Walk the difficult path. It is less crowded and it leads to a version of yourself that you haven't even met yet. Keep going. You are building an iron foundation. Nothing can shake a man who has already conquered his own desire for ease and simple physical pleasure. Discipline 4, the flashlight of reality, dichotomy of control. You must learn to ignore everything that is not within your direct power to change. Where your light shines, that is your world. Do not waste a single drop of energy on the weather, the economy, or other people's opinions. Focus on your actions, your thoughts, and your character. These are the only things you own. Everything else is just smoke and mirrors in the wind. The world is full of noise, but you must remain silent. If it is not under your control, it does not exist to your mind. Be the needle that knows its direction. While others panic over the waves, you must focus only on how you steer your own small ship. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Do not spend it on the trivial. Cut through the distractions like a laser through soft, weak metal. The archer does his best to aim, but once the arrow is released, the wind is in charge. Focus only on the perfect aim itself. Simplify your life to the essentials. When you stop caring about what you cannot change, you become invincible. No one can ever hurt you. Discipline 5. The view from above. Zoom out. See your problems from the perspective of the stars. How small and insignificant they truly are. You are just one person in a city, in a country, on a planet, in a galaxy. Your ego wants you to think your pain is huge. But from here, your failures and your embarrassments are invisible. They are nothing. Stop making a mountain out of a single drop of dirty water. Time eats everything. Nations rise and fall. People are born and die. Why do you worry about the petty comments of people who will soon be dust? Even the greatest kings are forgotten. This perspective is not meant to make you feel small, but to make you feel incredibly free from fear. Look at the madness of the crowd. They are chasing shadows. You, however, have the clarity to see the whole game from the high balcony. Expand your mind. Do not get trapped in the narrow hallway of your daily frustrations. Breath in the vastness of the universe and be still. You are a part of a grand design. Act with the dignity of someone who understands their place in the cosmic order. Be great today. Discipline 6. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. This is not a threat. It is the ultimate psychological tool for intense, focused living. Every second that passes is a second you will never see again. The sand is running out. You do not have forever to be weak. Death is standing right behind you, whispering in your ear. It asks, is this how you want to spend your final moments on this earth? Stop acting like you have 1,000 years to live. You are a mortal creature. Act with urgency. Act with a sense of high purpose. The thought of death should clarify your life. It burns away the trivial and leaves only what is truly important. What will your legacy be? The cemetery is full of people who thought they had more time to chase their dreams. They waited for tomorrow. Tomorrow never came for them. Use your mortality as a compass. If today were your last day, would you be scrolling through garbage, or would you be doing something great? Life is a brief spark in the dark. Make it a blaze. Make it a fire that others can see from miles away. Do not flicker. Do not fear the end. Fear a life that was never truly lived because you were too afraid to face your own inner psychological demons today. You are dying right now. Every breath is a step toward the grave. So live like a warrior while you still have the breath to do so. Discipline 7. Mastery of speech. Stop talking like a victim. The words you use define the reality you live in every single day of your life. Do not say I have to, say I get to. Do not complain about your burdens. Talk about them as if you are a commander training. Here is your mission today. Sit in total silence for 10 minutes. No phone, no music. Just you and the void inside your own mind. Face the emptiness, do not run from it. Most people are terrified of being alone with their thoughts because their thoughts are weak and undisciplined. Write down your darkest impulses. Then use the logic of a philosopher to dissect them. Pull your weaknesses out into the light and kill them. Knowledge without action is just expensive trash. It is a burden, not a tool. If you do not apply these laws, you are just a dreamer. The time for theorizing is over. The time for being a student of books is done. Now you must become a student of the real world. Step out of your dark room, step away from your excuses. The world does not care about your intentions, it only cares about your results. Walk like a man who has a destination. Speak like a man who knows the truth. Act like a man who has already conquered death. Every step is a victory over your former self. Every moment of discipline is a nail in the coffin of your own inherent human weakness. The war is won in the small moments. In the choice to do what is right over what is easy, be the master of your fate. The psychological war with yourself is the longest and most difficult conflict you will ever face. It never truly ends until your final breath. You can choose to remain a dry leaf, blown away by the opinions of others and your own laziness. Or you can choose to be the mountain. Strength is a choice, weakness is also a choice. You have been choosing weakness for too long. Today you must choose something much better. Master your discipline or become a permanent slave to your destiny. The world does not need more followers, it needs more people with iron wills. The power is in your hands, do not let me down. Do not let yourself down, you know what you have to do now, go. The battle is waiting for you outside this video, don't just watch, change, transform. Become the person that your ancestors would be proud to see. The bell tolls for the person you used to be, let that version of you die. Let the warrior be born in the ashes today, do not be weak. This is the only command you need to follow. Start your discipline right now. Your future self is waiting for you.